morning, collective. It's Thursday, March 6th, 2025. And today we're going to be doing your As Within, So Without reading. Sunny and cool weather today, so patio doors open and we've got some good vibes today. When do we not, though? I was talking to my girlfriend a couple days ago, but she was telling me how she doesn't know what it is, but she feels that something is shifting. I happened to see the Two of Cups pop out. It kind of wanted to flip itself. I also saw the Knight of Wands in the reverse. And as I was just speaking, well, anyhow, but maybe you guys at this time, yes, you want your Two of Cups, but that's not the focus at this time. Like, you guys are in a new period, I feel like, of self-discovery and self-awareness, you know, connecting and building that relationship within yourselves. And the big shift I was talking about, again, she couldn't put her finger on it, but she's like, I feel just a really big shift. I happen to feel like it definitely has to do in the cup sector. Relationships, romantic connections, all that stuff. Alright, so yeah, as above, Four of Swords, like I said, we got, it's a new period of rest and connecting with Source at this time. And I think that's, because I've been hearing my spiritual awakening occurred toward the end of 2021 and just exploded in 2022, and even in actually it really exploded more toward the end of 2022 through 2023 into 24. I'm like, all right, I'm sorry, I'm just jibber-jabbering at this point. So below is the Hanged Man. What is it, Sam? What, baby? Never heard him so vocal out on the balcony. Okay. So below is the Hanged Man in the reverse. So, I mean, obviously, this is, this can be very taxing, or, doing the inner work, resting, praying. I mean, once you get into the routine, it becomes second nature. But if you really have some shadows and things to work through, it's a lot of pain. I mean, this is the Swords card, but I feel that coming in the As Above card, that really deals with like the mental, everything that's going on within the mind, and not even within the mind, but more so like in the 5D, if you will, right? 5D, 3D. Excuse me. So, okay. As Within is the Two of Swords in the reverse. As Without is the Four of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so, I mean, you're as above and as within. Two Swords cards. So I feel like you're definitely doing some, whether you want to call it shadow work or just saying, basically, fuck it, and I'm coming first now. I'm doing me first. Okay, as I say that, but bottom of the deck, we have the Strength in the reverse. So major arcana in addition to the Hanged Man in the reverse. interesting because I am picking up on strength, especially with the Four of Swords. I'm picking up that you guys do have strength here. I just feel like you're right on, like right on the precipice of really harnessing, starting to harness your strength. More so inner strength, okay? I feel that you're feeling just inadequacy at this time. You may be experiencing like intense anger or fear in your life. Take that as it resonates. But you seem to be lacking the inner strength that this card normally represents. And like I said, I do pick up on some strength, but it could certainly be improved or strengthened. So you might be experiencing fear, guys. Or, even hesitancy. Or just you may be experiencing some negativity at this time. Or simply this could speak to just a lack of conviction in your own confidence in your own abilities. Which I definitely am picking up on that here with the Four of Wands, the Hangman, and the Two of Swords in the reverse. Like, so, I don't know if basically you made the choice or if someone made the choice for you, you know what I'm saying, into putting you into this position of resting and connecting, with source, guys, with the universe, just with life and understanding, what feels good and what doesn't feel good. Perhaps you are trying or are trying to achieve a goal that's not within your reach at the moment. Or it's not within your control at the moment, right? Like these may just be due to external. My cat's sunbathing out there. I'll try to see if I can give him a little peek here. Like I said, good vibes here today. So, okay, I think I've got that well enough. So, yeah, so I was talking about, these may just be external influences that are out of your control, guys. You may be feeling like, oh, I can't get things right. Like, basically, like the mentality of things are happening to me and not for me. So essentially, guys, to be successful and to gain traction, if you will, you need to overcome your guilt, your doubts and your fears. I could even see this as almost like guilt, doubts, and fears. So it's like you guys aren't totally convinced right now at this time, okay? Again, as within, so without reading. So, you're right now, I feel like you're really just dealing with the swords that you've been dealt, if you will, okay? We've got some more swords over here. So, you got to overcome the doubts, guys, especially with the Four of Wands. The Wands is a very beautiful, joyous, fiery, beautiful energy, right? I just think of like just today's weather. I was just talking about really good vibes, right, at the start of the reading. So yeah, and then there's definitely some fear And then there's some guilt, and that might be guilt toward that, decisions or actions you've taken in the past, or, but guys, we're all on this journey. I mean, it's just, things are just happening. We're just reacting to them, okay? So we're going to start with the Four of Swords, okay? And again, that is coming in as the As Above card. So this is like we'll take this as like, your truest self, from the 5D. So take it as spiritual influences, or how your mindset is affecting the situation. And then the below card is, more of the earthly influences, or how your behavior is affecting the situation, okay? So thoughts, and then your behavior. So again, 5D thoughts, and then 3D realization or reality. Okay. Now, again, this is good. This is where I picked up that you guys do have the strength, because not everyone has the strength to make a connection, to pray, to do the inner work, to do the shadow work. I mean, take this card how it resonates to you. Just look at the imagery and symbolism, and if this speaks to you, then it speaks to you. But the Four of Swords speaks to peace, recuperation, self-protection, and rejuvenation. And I really picked up on that, guys. But recuperation is a very, you guys right now are like trying to find your peace, mental peace. You're recuperating, you're self-protecting your energy, and you're rejuvenating at this time. But the mind is, of course, still struggling. As I said, for the As Above and As Within, we've got two Swords cards here. But I do see that you're starting to heal, okay? So, yeah, withdrawing from love life. And I don't know if I didn't say it earlier. Oh, it's because we were talking about, so it's all kind of coming together. Remember how we were talking about in the beginning about the conversation that my girlfriend had about something really major shifting, and I really felt like it was in the area of, romantic connections, and just like really starting to realize, like, people are, just starting to get fed up with the energy, and I feel that really it is such a blessed thing to find like different collectives that you're a part of, and it doesn't even have to be collectives, but just messages, wisdom from people who have gone through this stuff, or who have, want to help, guys, so the help, the assistance, we're all out there for each other. And I think, again, it's like that collective shift, we're starting to shift into a different, different energies, guys, and, we'll hear that a lot as moving into the new earth, so, and I like, it's just so awesome too, because I like jumped right up in that ship, is like right, it was, as it was like starting to really like move, kind of thing, and like really get out into the deep seas, if you will. So I'm just so happy to be here, blessed to be here. And again, let's get back to the reading. But yeah, so we were talking about withdrawing from love life. So again, and I can't remember what we saw, if we did see anything on the split, but I also think, so yeah, I do get that you were definitely in a connection, but at this time, or however that will, maybe a string of connections, maybe one long connection, maybe just, take it as you will, but you're withdrawing from love life at this time. You're finding peace in your alone time, and you're taking a break. It's like you're just literally hitting pause and kind of going into a hibernation here. So, you are encouraged to take a moment to step back from your daily life, which so I feel like that's pinpointing in on the daily life, okay? Like, this doesn't necessarily even have to do about romantic connections, but it's like, just take a step back from the day-to-day grind, okay? And just do something good for yourself, whether it's a humble weekend getaway. Maybe some people find it soothing to do a social media detox, or just not even social media, but just like a electronic detox. Or incorporating mindfulness practices into your routine. So, when I see the character here in the Four of Swords, I definitely get, especially with the position of the hands here, but, I do feel that you guys have been praying, or, it doesn't have to be like a set in stone prayer, but you guys are at least talking to Source in your mind, talking to your guides, even it's like, because, like, those of us who talk to ourselves, I was definitely one of I still talk to myself, but even when I was younger, I would talk to myself a lot, and it's like, talking to yourself, even if not physically moving your lips, even just thinking the thoughts in your head, but you're talking to yourself, or again, assessing, contemplating, thinking, daydreaming, whatever it is, that's still a connecting within yourself, so anyway, I just don't know why I felt the need to say that, but it may have been helpful for someone. But yeah, so incorporate mindfulness practices, guys. I talk about it a lot, but meditation, and my spiritual awakening occurred again end of 2021, but it was around this year. So about 4 years later, bro, time is flying. Like, I'm just I'm sorry. 4 years later, and I mean, in the first, like, maybe year, like, I would hear on meditation, but not as much. No, I would. I guess I should say. But anyway, I'm now finally meditating daily. Like, I've been doing that for maybe going on 3 weeks now, and I can't think of not doing it. It feels so good, and it's part of now. It's just part of my discipline, part of my daily disciplines. So find something, guys, to incorporate into your routine, okay? Instead of just, again, focused on the daily grind, of like work home, eat, go to bed, like, and I know, like, I've been in those situations too, where I've been like in the 9-to-5 type situations, or I had a longer drive, so that eats up some of your time, some of that daylight, I guess we could say, but there's always a way, guys. You can always, even if it's one simple thing, like, again, meditation, 20 to 25 minutes a day, maybe right before bed. So alright, so now we're going to go to So Below, okay, the earthly influences, or how your behavior is affecting your current. And we have the Hanged Man in the reverse. So, of course, as above affects your so below, right? As above, so below, as within, so without. Now, with the Hangman in reverse, this just speaks to, I'm getting that it's just standing still. Again, you guys, I said it earlier, but you guys hit pause. Okay, you guys hit pause, and I also get here, you guys hit pause. So, you guys hit pause, and this is just, the Hangman does speak to a very specific period of time in someone's life in which they may feel as if they are sacrificing a significant amount of time or energy while getting nothing in return. But guys, with the Strength here in the reverse, I have to be honest that it's because you guys are not in the proper mindset, okay, of investing in your returns, of manifesting, right? Because again, you still have, right, you still have to overcome the guilt, the doubts, and the fears. Okay, in order to be successful. Okay, in order to start getting, returns on your time and on the energy that you've invested. So, but in this period of standing still, okay, in this period of disinterest, if you will, you're gaining new perspectives on love. In this period of suspension will sooner or later come to an end. If you manage to reevaluate your priorities and chart new directions in your life, you will be ready to take decisive action, guys. Okay, so very powerful message there. Because that decisive action is going to come from self-belief in yourself, and belief in source, belief in your ability to co-create. The understanding that we're energy beings, that we are eternal souls who are here on earth experiencing this human experience. So let's dig into what needs to be, so again, so you're, I said that before, but I liked that the Four of Wands came in, for your as above. So right now, again, you're just chilling, to be honest. You're just taking a step back. So moving on to the Two of Swords in the reverse, this is coming in as your as within. And the as within, or the within card, will give us insights into how your emotions, aka your energy or your vibrations, is affecting, okay, what you're asking about or what you're manifesting. And there's some hesitancy here. You may be experiencing anxiety as well. I feel like you may be in a period of just intaking a ton of information at this time. Like, perhaps you're, taking in a lot of tarot readings, or just, doesn't have to be tarot readings, just any information, knowledge, wisdom. So you're really just getting all this information, and you're just like, you feel like there's, either you feel that there's no right choice, or you feel that the truth is finally, but what I picked up on when I looked at it earlier was like, yeah, the truth is finally starting to be revealed to you, because you're not in the Two of Swords upright position. You're starting to work through the pain, okay? And so you're on a good path, guys. You may feel that there is a decision between two options at this time, but feel stuck and unable to make a move, so that could be for some of you. But also feeling like I feel like you guys right now, you guys just feel like you guys are like kind of done, I feel like, with love. Like you almost feel like look, like no one's gonna live up to my expectations, right? I am here to tell you if that's what you want, that's totally fine. But you can have, the Two of Cups. Oh, we did see the Two of Cups earlier on the split. Yeah, with the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Thank you. And I think I was saying to that, it's like you guys are not, it's like you may want your Two of Cups, but you're not making any moves on that. And I'm so glad this is all coming back together. And so again, yeah, you guys are not making any moves. Again, you guys are just, So, this reminds you guys that you have everything within you to make a decision. Your intuition knows the best route to take. And sometimes it can feel tough to trust our inner hunches, but this card indicates that the full picture will soon come to light. And I see that here, with the Hanged Man imagery, and even with the Four of Swords, it's like you're in darkness right now. You're like in I said hibernation earlier. It's like you're in your cave. You're in, you're just resting and recuperating. That again, there's pain that's being worked through, so you can see the dark, the dark backgrounds in the card. Whereas, I do like to see that you're below and without card you can see now more, the colors are yellow, the background is yellow, but I was saying, so you're like in the darkness now, but you're, things are starting to come to light, or they soon will, okay? And once, again, they already are starting, because all the Hangman has to do really is kind of, once that, it's like once that, well, I don't know, I just feel like once you're, really, things start becoming clear is when you're gonna be able to get out of, the Hangman position and kind of get yourself back, on your two, wow, yeah, as soon as I said that, get you back on your 2 feet, because you can see with everything in the reverse here, it's like you are ungrounded, there's, I'm getting up, picking up on ungrounded energy here. See how everyone's feet is not they're not on the ground. Okay. And then we're gonna end with the Four of Wands. Now we have that in the reverse, and it's coming in as your without card. So the without card is kind of like how your external 3D is affecting things. So you do feel, you feel perhaps a lack of support by maybe friends and family. You definitely feel some instability. Maybe like there's just a lack of roots, And lack of roots. It's like lack of grounding, lack of having yourself, on a firm foundation. Maybe you're in a situation where you were living with someone or were about to, and then things didn't quite work out, so you're just, again, you're really just contemplating and working through things right now, guys, so. For some of you, this could speak to a fear of public commitment, so perhaps you guys have wanted to entertain being in the public eye, or maybe something you want to do, maybe to, in a project or career factor would put you in the public eye, or maybe you want to, make content, but there's something about that, so I would definitely, if that resonates with you, you can, on YouTube, there's a couple videos about, a fear of shining your light, okay? Yes, as I was trying to say earlier, it's like you feel an insecurity in your home environment right now, guys. So that also may be playing into things here for sure. And yeah, it's either you guys could be in a period of transition with your living situation, or simply in your close relationships. Let's get some advice for the Four of Wands. The Page of Wands. I don't know, I feel like it's, your advice here is to essentially kind of just go for it, guys. This is about adventure and excitement, fresh ideas, cheerfulness, energy, and extroversion. So I do feel like you're kind of being called to like get out there, experience life. Don't sit here for too long. But this time is not to be brushed over. This is very important. So you take as long as you need. But with this card coming out, it's just like during this period, right, of we're trying to a very specific period of uncertainty. So this current during this period, you're experiencing stress due to the fact that your life is full of unexpected changes. So this is just very beautiful energy, guys. This speaks to the possibilities and adventures in love, if and so and when you wish. Taking risks at work, engaging a new position or project, and eagerness for challenge. But soon you will receive good news or have new opportunities. The spirit of competition is in the air, and now is the best time to successfully start a new project, guys. So again, I don't know if I was saying earlier that I feel like this project has something to do with this fear of being in the public eye. But what I just get from the universe is simply go for it. Pursue your dreams, pursue excitement. And we're gonna get let's get one more advice card for the strength in the reverse. But again, as I said earlier, guys, I'm definitely, I do pick up, justice. So I had spoken to it earlier, but this is definitely, guys, a period of time now where, you're a different person. You're not going to, now it's like now you have your own sword, a sword of justice, and you're not going to allow, people to come at you with swords anymore. Okay? And you're also not going to, you're also going to be fair and balanced, right? As you can see here, she has, she's holding on to, I think there's a particular term for it and I can't think, but anyway, she's holding on to a little balance there. And, the Justice card appearing in a reading signals that a judgment will be made fairly and accordingly, and I believe it already has, okay? Understand that if you have been wronged, the appearance of this card may bring you a sense of justice and relief. Okay? But I also, in terms of advice for the strength, you guys are really, it's like you guys you're really garnering justice for yourself, and as you continue to do that, and as you continue to put yourself first, uphold your boundaries, staying true to your values, pursuing your passions as well, guys, you're going to start gaining, or I think you said garnering earlier, garnering that strength and that self-belief and that inner power to where, things are just going to start changing. You may end up picking up, taking aligned action and putting yourself in the public eye, if that so was your message and if that so resonated with you. So again, guys, you're still working through the things, but you're on the right path here. So I wish you well, and I will see you guys in the next video.